My name is Evan Oro. I'm from Los Alamos, New Mexico. I'm 19 years old and I study at the University of Utah. I'm volunteering here in Nepal with the pre-med, pre-dentistry, pre-nursing program. I volunteered at a community hospital as well as a disabled center during my time here. And I chose to volunteer in Nepal because I really love mountains and I wanted to see the biggest mountains in the world, as well as go to a place like nowhere I've been before, and Nepal was definitely that place for me. I chose the program because I'm a pre-med student and I was looking to get lots of different experiences and try different things as I was going through school. What surprised me the most about my time here is how strong and tough the kids were who I worked with. They all had physical disabilities of some sort, yet they were full of energy and it did not slow them down at all. And so that was really inspiring to work with. The host family was really wonderful, and there was no surprises there. When you get to Nepal, there may be a few surprises. The road conditions aren't too great and there's lots of dust, but if you have an open mind, you totally get used to them really quick. During my time here, the hospital I was working with went on strike, but it wasn't a problem because after a little bit of time, I got transferred to the disabled center where I was helping with physical therapy for these children. Any tips for future volunteers? If you come during the spring, so during like March and April, make sure you have warm clothes for the evening and cooler clothes for the morning, or like during the daytime, as at night it could get cold, but during the day it can get hot. Sightseeing, my favorite places to visit were Buddhanath Stupa and Pashupatinath Temple. If you go with an open mind and curiosity and willingness to learn about the local traditions and cultures, they're really interesting, amazing places. There's a library nearby, so if you have any old books or used books, they will happily have a home here. And in terms of the internet at the house, it worked with no problem, but if you're here in Nepal, you should be sightseeing and traveling around instead of being on the internet at home. However, it does work well. Life will be totally different here than what you're used to coming from the Western world, but that's okay. If you have an open mind and you're curious and have a good attitude, it'll be a super rewarding, exciting experience. In the spring, again, it can rain, so make sure you have a rain jacket and good shoes to walk around in. So just in case it's rainy or it had rain and got muddy, you just want to be prepared. The people here are really friendly, and if you put some effort into learning a little bit of Nepali and learning a little bit about the local traditions, it can go a long way, and people can really appreciate that. And yeah, I didn't take any like sponsored tours, but I'm sure if you did take a sponsored tour, they'd be totally okay. They seem very reliable. My time here has been really wonderful. I'm glad I got to volunteer at both the hospital and the disabled center. It provided a unique insight to two different types of medicine. And once you're here for a couple of weeks, you really start to get adjusted to life around here and how the Nepalese people live their life and the local customs and stuff, and you learn your way around town and how to get around on the local buses, which is really helpful. There's lots of really awesome things to do here, and the food is really good, so don't be hesitant to come. There's lots of fun adventures and really delicious food. The accommodation is really nice. It's clean, it's safe, it has good Wi-Fi, and the host family is really helpful with any questions or problems that you might have. The food is really good. Make sure that while you're here you get a momo, which is like it's traditional Nepalese food. It's really good. Security, I never felt unsafe while I was here at the house. The house feels safe, and even walking around town feels really safe. The host family was really friendly and welcoming, and they're happy to have you here, and communicate with them, talk to them, and it's a really awesome way to learn a lot about Nepal and the local traditions and cultures. And if you have any questions about sightseeing, they're always happy to help. I'm definitely going to remember the children I worked with at the disabled center. They were really inspiring group of kids, and the food I'm definitely going to remember from the host family. It was really good food, and the country as a whole is just like a very exciting, adventurous country with lots of adventure. There's, in terms of with a broader view and the company, there's no problems with the airport transfer or the orientation day or the day of support. They all went smoothly. The orientation day helped a lot with getting adjusted and learning about Nepal, and I always felt that if there was an issue, I could talk to my coordinator and a broader view, and it could be solved. And the information they give you before you come is very helpful, very useful, and it gets you excited and wanting to come. So yeah.